show, okay? We've got, welcome, Brace. Turns out you've lost a fight to a lawnmower. So what happened?
So I've become a Elige.
Oh,
Just like nothing but aim training and just fucking 4King just all of them along.
Yep.
Not even a bullet shot back at me. It was kind of impressive, I'll say it.
Damn. That's all I'm going to say overall. So, how do you think that series went? Because that was a very close series from Underground overall. Do you think Underground have improved? Or do you guys feel like you had an off day on some maps? Or what do you feel? A bit of both?
I just think they always choke. Like, we're not even good. They just like get close to teams when they're like, not trying as hard. And then, as usual, they lose map 3.
Right.
And that's that.
I'm going to rain on your parade, Brace. What happened on Nuke? Because you guys definitely choked that one away.
I don't know. We had a good T side. We like lost some rounds. It was the same with Dust 2. It wouldn't have been close if we didn't get like double put on double E here like twice. I don't know. Like the score lines are like close and like we lost Nuke, but I don't know. I don't think we played like super bad or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like we just kind of, I don't know. We just came in and played this game. We weren't really like preparing, obviously. Like it's, I don't know. No point preparing if we're just always gonna beat them. So.
Oh, jeez. So what happened on Dust 2 in particular? Like, what got everyone fired up? Because I saw like everyone spraying corpses in the first few maps, and I'm just like, oh, you're just trolling each other. And then bang, it explodes on Dust 2. What happened?
Yeah, I'm not averse to all chat, but I think just don't shit talk like people that never type. Like if people were gonna like shit talk me, it's fine. But like they're like calling like I don't know, like someone on my team like short. It's like out of game. Like there's nothing you can control, and you're just like it's just players which are like never like gonna call for anything ever. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like the only angle they can go for because they just never succeed. So I just reckon it's cringe. Like just like going after someone in all chat because you would never be as good as a player.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I did see that.
I think that's my opinion.
I did see that, and I'm like, Coops, come on, bro. Like, why are you doing this to me? You're insulting me too, okay? But that one as well. Like Sterling typed in chat. I was surprised by that when he typed in your 4K.
I didn't see what Yuan typed, but like he saw the magic, He was after the game I showed everyone else instantly the clip. So yeah, he saw what happened.
Yeah, he basically said like, come on, give him props. Okay, give Brace props.
Yeah. No, I said it as well as I was going it, like because I wasn't sure if Christian was on A ramp.
Yeah.
And I was like deciding whether to go like dark or pit, and I was like, Christian, do you have flash? And it's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'll go donk. And then I actually hit the donk clip. It was pretty sick. Yeah, that was it.
So, are you going to put your hair back on to be donk now instead of Elige? Like, I'm donk. Get the hair back on. Get the donk hairstyle.
It feels so nice, and I'm like so fast at running now. Just any physical activity, I'm just rapid. So it's all good.
Yep. So are you worried that he might become like Brokey instead? Or is it actually bold and waxed?
Nah, Brokey won a fair few games when he was bald. So I reckon I've got like 6 months left in me. And like, 100 years against Coops. So it's all good.
Yep, you Captain America him, okay? The all day. It's going to be all day, mate.
all day, baby. I had the restraint to not instantly type after getting a 4th kill was impressive. Because I was ready to get an all chat.
We were waiting for it, okay? In the crowd, everyone was waiting for it. Like, he's got his first, he's got his fourth. We were waiting for it. It's coming. It's like Gravity, Gravity, for example, from fucking Freddy Max.
Yeah.
You're just waiting for him. He's ready to stand up. He's got to say it.
You know it's coming.
It's coming. Let's talk about Sparks Cup. What happened there? Simplify beat you guys again. Housebets managed to put them down below, but you couldn't get anything done there. What happened? Is just Simplify really good and you just can't get over the hurdle, or what?
I still think like even though we've played, we played the MRQ together, we haven't really we don't have that much experience playing together. Because after MRQ, we took like a month break because no one had taken a break from CS for like years. Other than like Marvin and Ewan, but we just wanted to take a break, especially the Talon guys, because they were going like all out, just like reset and not like burn themselves out. But yeah, they played really good. They have like quite a good nuke, and we lost to them on nuke. And then on Mirage, honestly, like we felt like we could have closed Mirage for sure, And then we would have been going to Inferno third map, I think. And it was going to be a fucking slaughterhouse on Inferno, to be honest. But we just lost on Mirage. I think our T side was still pretty good, and then we just got some things to work through on CT. I was like, before this tournament, I was like adding like all the structure for like ages, and we talked like a fair bit more about T side than CT. So just some things to like talk through, and just getting reps playing together as well. Like even though like I've been playing with like Christian and Jared for ages, it's been like a year, like since we played together. And before this, like I'd always been playing with people on the same team, and like kind of carried it across like knowledge, like every single roster change and stuff. But now like there's no like Geordie from the last team, or like Damon or like Will, like just a lot of things which are usually unspoken, like we need to like talk about still. But yeah, also it was kind of sad, like you said we beat house bets, but we didn't really get to play house bets because they like one of their players didn't wake up, so we played like half a map, and we really wanted to get like a best of 3 in, like because Semper we played 3 in a row, and obviously there's advantages and disadvantages to both, but we got to play like one map with like no warning, and then we go into a best of 3 against Semper and lose. But we just won't let it happen again.
I was actually talking about like house bets and stuff in particularly, because obviously house bets performed a lot better than I expected, to be honest, because they did lose the IGL and whatnot, and they actually did pretty well.
Yeah, for sure. They have like pretty good players. Like on my day, they can do pretty good. But yeah, the Semper window was pretty big, but it's kind of sad they didn't get get any of the benefit of it because one of them didn't wake up, and then they instantly lose their map pick against us. It's kind of over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, like, with the waking up challenge, is that, like, the biggest challenge for somebody who Sparks Cup, is just being awake at 10 a.m.? Or 9 a.m.?
That's great. Yeah. I think... I don't know. It was an interesting position to be in, because we said we'd wait and play them no matter what. Then we wait an hour, the first map gets forfeited, and then they had, like, I don't know, like, a minute and a half to join, like, or they were going to get forfeited out of a whole series. So, like... mentally we're like full like checked out of the map, and then Vision joins like last seconds so we could play. But yeah,
so it's a bit weird. So with the future in particular, because ECL's changing to a different format after next season, how do you like that new format? Because it's just going to change from VRS and like have open teams injected into it from time to time. Or have you not checked out the new system yet?
No, the new change I think is really good. The one downside is we lose like a normal playoffs, and usually playoffs was like the peak of like Oz CS. But like the teams like our teams and like Rooster, and like teams before that like LFO, like everyone's like the main thing you play CS for is like the quals. Like obviously there's going to be events, but there's so many more quals. And that was like what like a big source of enjoyment. But I do think the amount of matches getting played and actually having benefits from winning all 4 of the regular season cups is really good. But it'll be interesting to see like who plays in which ones, because I know for the first tournament there's like 4 spots from ESEA Open and there's 4 VRS invites. So there could be like some weird stuff where if like FlyQuest like accept an invite just to like take the free spot if they're not high enough after the major. And also, but I think the change overall is really good because there's so many matches. It'll be like everyone will get better a lot faster.
And also, not to mention as well, the BO freeze, which is even better, because like the big complaint, particularly from DPR, because DPR is very vocal about this, is that everything was BO1, so it was just shit.
Yeah. No, we sent him a thing, like DPR made a thing, and he was like telling the admins how this is our only league. Like, please don't make it 2 best of 1s. It makes no sense. And then a lot of people signed it, and then they just said no. But yeah, I think it's really good. There's also the CCT tournaments. So it's kind of like the same style of cup. So yeah, I think it's cool.
Also, as well, not to mention that wildcard tournament, I forgot about that as well. How do you like that? You know, ESL Pro League spot, completely anyone can enter, open qualities and whatnot.
Wait, sorry, what's this? Maybe I missed it.
So basically, there's 4 cups, and there's also wildcard cup with an ESL Pro League spot online. It's
wildcard cup.
Yeah, it's like literally at the end of it. Yeah, take a look at it. I'm very sure.
Okay.
Unless I read it wrong.
It could be. I'm not sure. I just saw there's 4 cups, and then if you win all 4 cups, you just go straight to Pro League.
Also,
And
like,
then,
do you find any like difficulty in particular? Because obviously the last 2 cups in particular have no ESEA Open teams. Like, is there like do you feel like ESEA Opens could be devalued because of it?
yeah, I would say that it feels bad for the ECL teams more, but I'm biased from the outlook of a ECL player.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess it's sad because winning, like, say you won the season before this for ECA Open, and you would have thought that you get to play a whole season of ECL, you kind of got a bit scammed.
Yep.
But yeah.
Because like overall, like in particular, like basically the Open teams have a chance, and in the Cups 3 and 4, there's no ESEA Open teams. So what is needed to like try to address that issue? Because I know ESO had to do this because they need VRS. Okay, they need to be all their tournaments VRS rated, otherwise no one is entering.
Yeah.
Is there any different way you can really think about like where it could go in particular?
It's just I think the VRS system is bad because like winning ESEA Open like probably doesn't like there's a perspective of like the one team which wins the ESEA Open, but the 7th or 8th best team in Australia should also be in the cups. And it's kind of for this season in particular, if they didn't know to play ESEA Open to ensure they're in the cups, I sympathize with those teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think the whole like VRS thing is like really hard in Australia because like if not every like say for example if a Spark Cup was like listed, then some teams could get more VRS points and like start to get on the leaderboard. But it's so hard. You have to win like all the open quals like to the point where we're on HL TV to get like a match listed, and then you got to win 5 games or play 5 games, whatever it is.
Yeah. Because that's what I found a big issue, particularly because like for VRS rated games in particular, like there's not enough VRS tournaments outside the ESA system or ESL system. But you can't even get yourself listed. Now, I got the info here. I was trying to look for the info about it. So there's an Oceania Regional Finals, Tier 2 wildcard event, 4 teams in it, single elim, best of 3, grand finals managed, best of 5, and it's from Thursday to Saturday. So I'm not sure how that works and whether it's invites or whatnot. But that's what it is. I think it could be the winner of each cup, potentially, most likely, I would say. But we'll see. Yeah, it's the winner of each cup.
Like, yeah, if 4 teams win each cup, there's like a 4 teams like playoffs. If only 3 different teams win a cup, the team which wins 2 cups, then they go to the semi-finals. And then the other 2 teams which won 1 cup each, they'll play like a semi-finals to go into the grand final. And then if only 2 teams win 2 cups, then it's just grand finals between those 2. And then if one team wins 3 cups, and then they get a map advantage in the best of 5. And then that's it for playoffs.
Yep.
So that was like my understanding of it.
Yeah, that probably looks like I've got to get admin to confirm that, but yeah, probably would be the case in particular to get some sort of advantage for winning 3 cups. And if you win all 4, then no way you can't miss the spot, clearly.
Yeah. No, but in the past that wouldn't have existed. Like you could win like all 4 of the season games, and then you could have a team which just like I don't know, your team could just like choke and you could not make it. And I think that was like one of the big benefits, like not recently, but historically, like in CS:GO, they're not really CS:GO, but in CS:GO, like the teams with experience would have like a big advantage in the playoffs, to be honest. So this kind of evens it out like a little bit. But in CS:G, the results are a little bit more random anyway. So yeah.
Do you think that the other TOs, in particular the big ones like Blast and PGL, would you think they're going to host tournaments here as long as CCT? Like, have like an open qualifier, like a regional tournament for Australia to get some VRS rations? Or even like, obviously Defrag can pop in and maybe collab with some of these? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think Blast cares, to be honest. Like, I think after Fortress, like, I think they fucked over one of the Blast calls like one time. And then ever since that, we had that one Fortress Melbourne. Which was like the LAN, which we ended up winning, going to Mexico. And then the next one, the next year, like Fortress, I don't know, there was saying someone fucked it, basically, so we got no more Blast calls. And there was no way to get back in. But I guess at least FlyQuest go now, because they're on the VRS rankings. Yeah.
And PGL? You heard anything
PGL?
from them or not?
Not sure. I think for like PGL and Blast, I think the most we'll get maybe is like the Guam, like you have to play against the other Asian teams on like Guam servers or Singapore servers. But for a team with New Zealand players, like our team, it's just fucked. Like,
Yeah.
it's like really hard to compete. But maybe we'll get that. It'll be really good down the line if Valve changes something to separate. I don't know how you do it exactly, but I feel like running online tournaments where the one Asian spot like involves Oceania, like the Oceania teams were just like, it's so difficult to win. I think like with that bigger ping disadvantage, I think you kind of have to fly over if you're in a close call or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because we did see 7-5 versus GJ Hal, and GJ Hal like basically stomped them. And then GJ Hal versus FlyQuest and on a LAN, and FlyQuest completely destroyed them. Like, was that like? Do you feel like they impacted Semper Fi?
There is also a big difference between FlyQuest and Semper Fi, I'd say.
Yeah.
Also, GG Hao is probably way better on LAN than on LAN. Just like based off of style. But I think like Semper Fi would need to be like way better than GG Hao to win that game. Like unless I'm capping on the ping difference, like Semper Fi would need to be like twice as good to like win. And there's some maps which are just so hard. Like I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Dust 2 got played him at Semper Fi GG Hao game, and it's really hard playing Dust 2 with like an extra 50 ping on each player. Like it's kind of impossible for Semper Fi to win that game in my opinion.
Okay.
But yeah. But at least it's just MR12, so anything's possible.
Oh, definitely. So definitely can have a comeback in particular. So next up, you got Underground, so a fellow ECL team beaten again, and like I say, the rest of the bracket, we got a few interesting teams in there still. Actually, I was going to say we still got Foggers' team, but problem is that Foggers is not playing for that team. Unlucky.
Foggers doesn't play, yeah.
No, you got Talentless. Okay, that's a new upcoming roster. They beat that. They beat the Void roster.
Yeah, they beat us as well.
Yep.
So in the regular season, they beat us.
So, how are you guys looking forward to this one? A BO3, is that a big difference between a BO1 and BO3 against this team?
I don't know, it'd be cool. Playing them.
Yep.
Don't really know too much about them. It was when we weren't practicing, like, they beat us.
Yep.
We kind of got stomped for it. Like, we had a good start, and we won, like, 13 rounds in a row. So, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I think we'll be, like, I don't think we played our best today. I think we'll be, like, 10 times better tomorrow. So,
and what about...
should be pretty easy.
What about on the other side? You got Fury and God's Work. If you win the next series, which one do you prefer to play?
I kind of want to play Fury in a match. It'd be fun. God's Work is just like, I don't know, playing with pug teams like over and over again is like kind of boring. But sometimes, like, I don't know how to describe it. Fury play like a little bit more normal, so it's more enjoyable to play instead of like teams which just play like full random all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Good luck for tomorrow's series.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be casting that because I got to celebrate.
No worries.
I got to celebrate. I got a business loan so I can buy my client book. So my dad's taking me out on Tuesday. So yeah, so I can't cast any of those
nice.
games.
Enjoy.
So I'm gonna enjoy that dinner. Hopefully we can get Flam on in particular. Flam works late as well, same as Ishmael. So it's kind of hard to cast some of these games for them when it's so early. But anyways, good luck, guys. And also thank you guys for watching as well. And thanks for the raid, Grat. And thanks for coming on, Brace.
All right, Coops, you're horrible. Goodbye.
See ya.